Hi friends, so this is Satish Narayan. So hope all are doing great, and it's been a long time I did not upload the video because of a lot of other stuff in which I was held up. So hope you are doing great, and let's begin our topic for the day. And today's topic, so I've been like getting plenty of questions and queries in email, Quora, and uh, some other phone calls wherein students or budding CMAs or CAs or CAs or any other professional courses students, they were asking me a lot of questions, which is of a repetitive nature, I believe. So they have one question as soon as they join for any of the professional courses. So they wonder whether self-study will be a good choice for them or a coaching is the good choice for them. So because of these things, they will be having a lot of trouble. They'll be in dilemma whether to go for this, whether to go for that. So I've been like giving plenty of suggestions to them in the Quora or through email or through phone call, so that like I will do a video on self-study versus the coaching. So based on this, I think you can take a wise decision, so which will suit your study pattern or uh, your study course. Okay, so let's begin our differences between the study self-study versus the coaching. So before this, I would like to mention one point. So I never been to any of the coaching center, but however I did join uh, one of the coaching center wherein I just been there for 1 or 2 weeks. Later I decided that it is of not great use for me because of the lot of travel, commuting, all those stuff. So I decided that it's a good option, but not good or a great for me. Okay, so considering those things, so I decided that I will do self study just to have a trial, but that clicked for me, and later become an history, and I'm now in cost and management accountant. So based on your strengths and weaknesses, you need to decide which is best for you. So however, I would suggest you can take both the uh, type of studies personally and decide which will be best for you. Okay, it is not like you going and discussing with someone and they are giving you suggestions. Okay, so it's you should take a decision. Okay, so with that, we'll go to the differences between the self-study and the coaching center, or what you call it as tuitions, right? So I do have the some of the parameters on which I thought of like showing the differences between these two uh, studies. Okay, so the first one is the time, which is of very important, especially for me. Okay, so I don't want to waste time just for the sake of traveling from my place to the coaching center and going with the tiredness and wasting my time like that. Okay, so if you're going with self study, you will save a lot of time. So you can spend those time in understanding some of the topics or some of the subjects, so it saves your time from commuting from your place to the coaching center. So if you see, the concepts can be understood without much time investment, because you don't need to struggle too much, because there will be a plenty of, or like a lot of experts who will directly put all the concepts and conventions, whatever you call it, all those things will be directly presented in front of you, so which will be of easier for you to grasp all those things, considering the expertise the coaching center or the lectures will hold it. Okay, so commuting time will be higher, as I already mentioned. So if in case if it is near to your home, I think that will be great help for you. Okay, probably like 15 to 20 minutes of travel will be the maximum which I would prefer you guys spending in the commuting. Okay, and the next difference is the fee. So which is, if you're going with this self study, I would tell that it's a very nominal amount you might invest, like probably like having some snacks, going out for a break and drinking some soft drinks, all those things. In case if you are in at home, studying long hours will be very difficult, right? So you might go to a library and feel like having something, so you can go and have something. So that kind of fee will be which you'll be giving, but not the huge fees which will be giving for the coaching center. It will be in a lakhs, okay, 40,000 to 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, depending on the experiences the coaching center holds. Okay, so that is one of the important parameter which I thought of stating to you guys. And the next thing is the methodology. So in self study, it is you. Okay, you need to plan, you need to decide based on your strengths and weaknesses. You decide and you do it. That's it, simple. So there is no one coming and trying to pressurize you to do this one, to study this one, and to complete this one. All those pressures will not be there in the self study. But however, if you come to the coaching center, as already mentioned, there will be plenty of tons of experts who will directly come and tell you, okay, this is the concept, this is how you need to understand, this is how you need to remember it, this is how you need to write it in the examination. So that kind of support or the methodologies which you'll be getting from the coaching center or through the experts. Okay, so the study materials, since the institute, any institute, might be an ICMAI or ICSI or ICAI, any institute for that matter, they will be sending you the hard study materials. Also there will be a lot of study materials which will be available in the websites in the PDF formats. So that will be the major study materials for you when you pick the self study. However, along with this, you also can select some of the reference books. You can see some of the videos for your study purpose. So that will be the study materials for your course under the self study. Coming to the coaching center, they do have their own study materials, which most of the uh, experts will prepare based on their experiences, so which will be of sometimes I believe which will be of greater use for you, because you no need to use your brain. It's readily available, instantly available. You just go and pick and dump in the answer scripts during your examination, right? So that is the other parameter. So the competitor, so that it's not the major parameter, I believe, because since everyone are come to the study, everyone are preparing for their career. So I don't think so it is a competitor. But however, I thought like I can just mention this also one of the parameter. Okay, so just for your comparison purpose. Okay, so don't take it so seriously, telling that every student with whom you interact, either in coaching center or in any of the libraries, they are your competitor. Okay, just take it very lightly, sportively. Okay, so competitor under self study, it's only you. So you'll be sitting, you go to library. So that is what I did, right? So I used to go to library, study, and it is only me, Satish, is the competitor, no one else. So I used to compete myself. Yesterday I used to study one page or one topic. Today I used to like try to double it or increase more than yesterday. When it comes to the coaching center, there'll be a lot of students who will be intelligent than you, or might be some people who will be an average or less than you. So you try to start comparing yourself with them. Okay, so compare it. After comparison, try to pick it, but do not uh, create any kind of grudge on them. Do not become any negative on yourself. Don't lose the confidence, very important point. Okay, so take all those things as a competitor, all those people as a competitor, and prepare best to fight against them. Okay, it's like a war. So they are coming with their uh, strength and weakness, you're going with your strength and weakness. So you just try to fight and win the race. So that is how you need to take it very sportively as a competitor. Okay, so the next one is the guidance. So under self study, it is you, as already mentioned, it's your self guidance. You can take your expert, or I mean like your seniors guidance. You might be taking guidance from some of your lecturers in during your colleges, who might be till now might be a friend of you or close to you. You can take such people's guidance. But when it comes to the coaching center, there'll be an experts, a panel of experts who will be giving a guidance to you guys to crack such professional courses. So you can try to have that also as one of the parameters. So networking, so under self study, so there'll be a sole proprietor. It is only you. You will interact with you, you will talk with you will be having only few people where with whom you can go and discuss and all. But when it comes to a coaching center, it is I'll tell that as a joint stock company. So it is not like one policy applicable to you and other policy applicable to another person, right? So in case if you going to a coaching center, there'll be one policy which will be applicable to all the students. So that kind of rules or policies which you need to follow. So that is how the networking, you get a big network in the coaching. In your self study, you'll be having a very minimal networking. Okay, so that is one of the point parameter I thought of like listing here. And the next point is the motivation. So since you are the sole you are the single soldier who will be fighting in the war, so you need to refer a lot of motivational videos or books, or you can go and meet of any of your seniors, or you might keep someone as a role model. So all these things are very important to keep you motivated all the time, guys. So trust me, since I was working and I was preparing for my examination, keeping that motivation at par every day, it's of a very difficult task for me once upon a time when I was not aware all those aspects, right? So I used to have some of my friends who used to motivate me all the time. Whenever I used to feel very down, they used to come and talk to me, motivate me. So all those stuffs will come in your self study. In case if you go and meet such people, okay, you cannot be studying lonely all the time, and you cannot think that you will be in successful, guys. You might become a successful, but the other end you will trying to lose your personal life. So I don't want such things to happen to you guys. So just try to have some social life too, okay? So along with that, you try to take some of the people who will always motivate you in pursuing your goal, okay? But when it comes to the coaching, it is the experts who will be always be talking about your motivation, having motivational speeches. There'll be a lot of workshops, seminars which some of the coaching centers will conduct. In case if it is of good, it might help you. If not, you will go to the uh, seminar or the workshop, and you start yawning, and you just return to home without getting anything out of that. Okay, so let's not do such kind of thing. So you try to take some of the people, some of your seniors, might be your parent, your sibling, or whoever it is, boyfriend, girlfriend, who it is. Keep someone in your life who will motivate you always, because this is one of the important factor which I believe which is required for all the people, especially the person who is doing the professional course like CMA, CS, and CA. Okay, so guide to junior. So in case if you are doing a self study, you will be knowing strength and weakness of yourself. You'll be knowing the strength and weakness of the course. You'll be knowing the strength and weakness of the people who will be preparing for the examination. So all those things you'll be you all those aspects would have been become one of your part of your journey, and wherein you will be qualifying um, to guide some of your juniors in the future or near future. Okay, that kind of confidence you'll get it in case if you do a self study. Unlike we have a coaching wherein it's like a copycat, I believe. So someone prepared your study materials, someone has knowledge, someone has come and told you to do like this, and you followed 1 2 3 4 steps and you cleared your examination. Out of these things, I believe like 70 to 80% of the students will be successful, but they'll be not having that much of confidence to guide the youngsters. Okay, so this is I mean there are exceptions, guys, so it's not like 100% telling. There are exceptions wherein like people will be going to coaching center, they will become a very much a great speaker by giving a lot of confidence to the youngsters. So but if you take the self study, best example is me, right? So I did a self study. Now I have the confidence how to guide youngsters to pursue the professional courses like CMA, CS, and CA, right? So this kind of confidence, all these things will be built within yourself, uh, which will be strong if you do a self study. Okay. So next is the mock test. Okay. Okay. So this I have given a lot of suggestion tips to some of the people in the Quora, telling how to prepare for the examination, how to complete the study material in 3 months, 4 months, 100 hours. So all those things I would have told them. You can just like go to my Quora profile and check some of the answers which I given to them. Some of people have followed and they are successful is what I heard from them personally when they sent the email to me. Okay, so you can do some of the mock test, so which is one of the important parameter which I believe you need to follow, guys, if in case you're doing a self study, because And the self study, as I mentioned, the motivation will be always like trying to dip day by day. You try to pick next day, and alternative day it might dip. Okay, so to be at par with the ICMAI or ICSI or ICAS examination department, the way they conduct the examination, right? So you should be at par with those uh, things which the examination is expecting out of your knowledge, right? So for those things, if you want, in case if you want to achieve this success, so having a mock test, that is institute also, ICMI institute also upload some of the mock test papers in the MTP RTP, that is mock test paper, revisionary test paper, and practice test paper kind of thing. You can just like try to download those kind of thing, solve it yourself. You just go to some of the libraries, if in case if you don't have facilities, like infrastructure facility at your home to sit and write the examination in the real examination environment. Just go to some of the public libraries which will be free of cost for you. Just go there, attempt the examination without seeing, without any trouble, any other issues. So have set a time for 3 hours, write it in 3 hours environment, examination environment. Then try to uh, check the answer script based on the suggested answer script which will be given by the institute after uploading the MTP RTP, sorry, MTP and PTP, right? We just like refer that. Like in coaching, you don't need to worry. So you just complete the 3 months or 4 months of course, months, whichever it is, like any of the coaching centers. They only will tell you, so this is when your mock test will be conducted. You can just like come and attempt. So it will be a very casual kind of thing. If in case if you are very serious, for sure you can be successful in coaching centers who will take the mock test, especially during the examination time, right? So it will be of good. Yes, so you can just like see which is best for you. So is any guaranteed result? Okay, so this is one of the important point which I don't want to like conclude you, but I'll just read what is written on this. Okay, so you can decide based on your strength and weakness. So by the time you followed all this comparisons and all this wordings whatever I dumped here, right? So you, by the time we will come to know whether you will be in successful stage or you will be in a failure stage, right? So that is simple as such, right? So you can just like decide based on that. So when it comes to your coaching center, it is not coaching center who will give you guarantee. There might be I've seen like many of the uh, coaching center, what you call it, the expert coaching centers, they will tell, they will guarantee your results. I don't think that, or I wonder how can they give and guarantee to someone before analyzing that person that he will be successful in those things. So it depends on your strength weakness, guys. It's not that the person who goes to coaching center will always fail. That's not my intent, guys. But my intent is no one can guarantee your result. Simple, that's it. Okay, so it's not like who the person who is doing self study will always fail and the person who will be going to coaching will always pass. It's not like that, right? So it's your strength and weakness, the effort you put, the determination you do, the dedication which you give to your course. So based on all those aspects is what you can or one can decide that person, he or she will be successful in this examination or not. Okay, so we talked about all these differences based on the parameters which are listed here. So don't now you'll be wondering which is best. So I already mentioned it's you who should decide which is best for you. So see your environment, see your strength and weakness, see which will be feasible for you, see which is the best for you. Don't compare yourself with someone else. Okay, so you are unique and you are the best. Okay, so based on that you decide which is best for you. So I joined for coaching. I was not successful in coaching. I just went to the coaching for 1 or 2 weeks and then I thought of it's of no use for me, for Satish. Okay, then I picked self study which has worked for me. So likewise there might be some of the people who will study or do self study. They might feel that the low, always feeling demotivated because of the concepts and convention not able to understand. Then they might go to coaching, they might become a success, right? So there are like two kinds of people. So you decide which is best, and based on that you can choose your way to achieve this success. So this is what for the day, guys. So hope you enjoyed this video. Please do, in case if something is useful from this video, from my video, So please like the video, subscribe to my channel, please do share with your friends, because sharing is caring, right? So please share with them. In case if you have any doubts, please do get in touch with me, so through email. I do have website, so you can contact me in Quora, so you can follow me in Twitter. So all those things are there. So I also have another cashand.com YouTube channel. So if you're interested, please do join to that also. But however, don't forget to hit the subscribe button here. So we'll meet in the next video. Until then, take care, see you, bye bye, and see you guys.